to Axis and Allies, the Garrison. This is Detroit, coming to you from Shoutout Park, New Jersey. I'm broadcasting today from my backyard here in Shoutout Park. Okay, so I know that I've been somewhat absent from our community recently, and the reason being is that I've been busy playing host with relatives who came over from Colombia, South America. They've been staying with me here at my home for the past 2 weeks. So I've been busy taking care of family, and of course I still have my regular work duties and other responsibilities that are family related that take up most of my time. However, having said that, just because I've been busy does not mean that I have not been thinking about Axis and Allies, and also does not mean that I have not been watching the content that is being produced, that is being put out there by the other members of our community. Okay, so I'm very glad to see that so much stuff is being thrown out there for all of us to watch and enjoy. Okay, so as I said before in another video, there is a sort of renaissance going on in our community, which is a great thing, because I remember maybe 5 years ago where that wasn't the case. I remember when I first started when I became more of a YouTuber. I remember that at the time there were only maybe 2 or 3 guys who would put out things or material or content on a regular basis, and of course they weren't really that in depth as most of our most of our members are today. Okay, I remember there was a guy by the name of M. Todd who had a channel. I believe it was Axis and Allies Strategy. Okay, I believe that Hunter Jones actually referred to him before, and so has YG. Okay, and and Todd was the type of guy, or at least he appeared to be the type of guy that you would find in a bar. The type of guy that would end up getting, I don't mean this in a bad way, but would end up getting locked up after a good night's out drinking with the guys. Okay, but I haven't heard of him since. I remember that I was in touch with him back then. I even mailed him or sent him a small package of painted miniatures that I sent out to him. Okay, that was a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago was the last time that I was in touch with him. I lost track of the guy and I never saw him again. Okay, but that's something that I figure I'd throw out there for you guys to see, to hear about. But also, the reason why I'm going back or mentioning this gentleman is because at the time there was a sort of dry spell in our community. At the time, those individuals like myself who wanted to know more about Axis and Allies, or who wanted to see other painted game pieces, or wanted to see game tables, or know more about the game in general as far as strategy was concerned, there wasn't that much content out there to watch. Okay, so there is a sort of renaissance going on right now, which is an amazing thing. I mean, ever since YG came onto the scene, things just for some reason exploded. I like to think that YG is the man that we have to, as a community, that we all have to thank for revolutionizing the game, or at least our community. YG brought out content that was never seen before. Okay, I was there. I remember when he first started producing his videos, and I had been producing videos for a while. But the type of videos that I was producing at the time were not videos that dealt with strategy, or that dealt with topics that were of interest to us. Okay, it was just strictly, my channel was strictly just for showing off my painted game pieces and whatever other items I had in my collection. Okay, so YG was the first of us in our community that totally changed our perspective as far as how we see ourselves as a community. Okay, so we have to thank the man for that. Okay, and that's something that I'm very appreciative of him for doing that, and that's the reason why I think that YG has such a large following. I know that I myself only have a couple hundred followers, and I believe that the next guy up is probably General Hand Grenade, who maybe like 300 or 400 guys or followers that have subscribed to the General, which is pretty impressive, by the way, since the General has only been producing videos for I think like about 6 months now or something. So he's doing very well. But in any case, I have to give credit to YG, and I think we all do, and I think that he has to be credited for what we have today. Okay. Also, I want to thank YG for bringing up a comment. What is it? In one of his past videos, he kind of gave me props. Okay, and I was again very much blown away by the commentary that he made of where he kind of referred to me as the Godfather. Okay, well, I don't feel like a Godfather. Okay, I'm just a regular guy. Okay, a Godfather of our community. I thank you, YG. It's humbling, and it's an honor to be referred to as the Godfather of our community. But I really don't feel like it. I think that there's a lot of guys out there with a lot of talent, with a lot of content who are producing a lot of content that is benefiting a much greater number of persons than what I ever have. Okay, so I'm kind of at a loss for words, but I thank you anyway. Okay, so especially because there's so many folks out there, so many guys who are producing content that is worthwhile watching. Okay, I know I'm rambling a little bit, so I apologize, but this is kind of improvised. This channel update. Okay, so a couple of shout outs to Dirk Consoles. Okay, this guy has definitely blown me away. Okay, he is an impressive gentleman. I mean, his bunker or war room or war station that he has in his house is definitely, his game room is very impressive. I mean, he's also producing very good content, high quality stuff, and I am very impressed. I'm learning a lot from this gentleman, and I look forward to seeing more of his content. Okay. Also, big shout out, a very big one to the Big E. This morning when I was watching his video with the Hitler spoof, okay, man, I couldn't stop laughing. I was laughing all the way. Big E, we need more of that stuff. I think that stuff is just funny as hell. I want to see more of it, and I think there's something to go off there. Okay, so I enjoyed that video a lot. It was a lot of fun to watch. Okay, also Hunter Jones, man, you it's hard to keep up with you. Your stuff is good. I like it. It's you know, just the content. Your number of videos you're producing is amazing. Okay, thank you, because I always watch them. Okay, of course, to my brother Sire Blood. My brother, thank you. You sent me a set of your hit dice. I wasn't really expecting for you to do so. Okay, I love the set. Very well made. I actually already used them for a game that I'm currently in process of, or a game that is in progress with Great Army. Hey, using hit dice makes a huge difference when playing Axis and Allies. It actually expedites the game, makes the game more efficient, and I tell you what, I really do appreciate the fact that you had a set made out for me and that you packaged it and sent it to me. I'm humbled once again, and thank you, my friend. Alright, so guys, that's about it. I just want to go over, even though I haven't been as active in the community, I have made an attempt at painting the game pieces that Historical Board Games sent to me a couple of weeks ago. I'm almost finished painting the naval units. Okay, I have yet to continue or start painting the ground and Air Force game pieces. Okay, so if everything goes along as scheduled or as I've been planning it, I should be finished sometime early August or late August, and I hope that I'll have them completed by the Young Grasshopper Invitational, which is of course scheduled for September 22nd of this year. Okay, so I really look forward to shipping them out, and that some lucky guy who shows talent and that is a little lucky can actually win them. Okay, so I don't know how YG's gonna go out, how he's gonna go about giving away or presenting this painted collection, but I'm sure he'll come up with something that is equitable and fair to all. Okay, so maybe it's just a prize to the winner or just a lotto or whatever. Okay, it doesn't really matter as long as somebody gets it. Okay, so that's about it, guys. Once again, I apologize for not being as active. I know that a lot of stuff is being a lot of stuff is being produced, and it's good stuff. It's really hard for us, the guys who've been doing, who have been putting content out there. It's getting harder for us to actually keep up with you guys because you guys are just producing good stuff, and I commend you, and I only wish that you guys continue doing so, okay? Because by you guys getting better, it only makes us or forces us to also get even better, okay? So, guys, thank you, and hope to see more of your stuff out there. See you later. Oh, and by the way, hunker down and play.